guys, we finally made it to the beach, you know? Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I made a Tourette's video, so I figured I'll make this one the official Tourette's update. However, the last few days or weeks, my Tourette's has been getting the best of me, actually. So I figured I'd change the subject a little bit on the channel and go through there and see how things go. I just want to talk about one thing about relationships and everything. You know, there are people out there that state that they care for somebody and understand how they feel, and in reality, they're really just trying to use you because they want to fill a void that their past relationship left off. Of course, this is not always the case, but at normal times it is. This is why I say it, mainly because this is what I've been going through. I mean, if a person does not want you for you and just doesn't want to talk to you when it's on both, let me rephrase this. If a person doesn't want to talk to you when they're with somebody and just wants to talk to you when they're not with somebody, it's just best to stay away from them. Why? Because you're just going to get hurt, okay? You're just going to be hurt more and more each time. This person will continue to do this over time. They say they regret it. They say they hate doing it. They say they're sorry. But if the person's really sorry, they wouldn't be doing it, right? Honestly. I mean, people need to grow up. This isn't high school anymore, right? This isn't high school. It's more or less saying that I got your heart and I can travel, I can jump on it as much as I want. It shouldn't work that way. Regardless what the person looks like, what they have, what they don't have, it doesn't mean anything compared to the person's heart and soul. The person's heart and soul is what makes a person, not what they have and what they look like. Because if you judge somebody by what they look like, you're not going to be happy regardless. Saying sexy this, sexy that. I mean, come on. Sexy is just a word that just downgrades things. Alright, there's people on YouTube that just exposes themselves so they can get the views. I mean, it's bullcrap, actually. You don't go around on other places just to degrade yourself. Do you go in town and degrade yourself as well? Do you go out in town and say, look at me, I'll show you my tits? I mean, come on. Society shouldn't be this way. Society should be the way it was meant to be. Never judging. Supporting of each other. No hatred. I mean, there's like this one person in school, right? There's one person in school, and the whole school says one thing. This goes down to the whole bullying aspect. Everybody hates this person for some reason. Because either they're rich, they don't have nothing, or they're poor. Okay? Either way, the person gets downgraded and believes that they have to put out so they can be acknowledged. Some women out there, some girls, matter of fact, the age is getting younger and younger by the day. Every girl starts wearing tank tops to show their bodies because they feel that it is their only way to make it in society, because just for exposure and acceptance. A guy goes out there and takes his shirt off just to show that he's buff so women can acknowledge him. This country is corrupt. It's more corrupt than having Oreos inside of a daggone Trix box. Honestly. When you think about it, you should never degrade yourself just for the views. Alright? You should never degrade yourself just to have something. You should never degrade yourself just to be acknowledged. You should never, ever degrade yourself because you feel like you're not worth it. When you focus on these things and look at the situations at hand, what's more important here? The attention or your life? Your life is more important to me. I can look at the person and look at their soul instead of looking what they got and what they don't have. It's all about looking into the person's heart. It's not about saying, oh, he's hot, she's hot, I want to do this, I want to do her, I want to have sex with them. It's not all about that. Life is not all about sex. Life has a meaning, and this meaning is very true. If you do not believe in a meaning, look it up in the Bible. The Bible's true. Regardless what you people may think or say about me, I don't care. I believe in what I believe, and I will stand firm on what I believe. Just like John 3:16 is true. It is very true. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you. I'm just going to say that it is very wrong to degrade yourself just for the views. Certain people that I see every day degrade themselves. Some women wear clothes halfway off their asses, excuse my French, just to get a picture or look at. There are many men that do the same thing. They say, oh, hanging the shorts down my ass is very funny, ha ha ha. The girls will like my ass. It don't work this way. It is disgusting and defying. You go against yourself and your well-being, you will lose more respect for yourself than a dog has for you. You will lose more respect for yourself and you will lose yourself. Do not take into considerations that these people are like you because you look a certain way. Who cares what people think? Focus on what you want. If you want to be a slut or a man whore, go for it. That's on your terms. But don't downgrade everybody else because you think that you are better than them. If you degrade yourself because you think you're better than them, it just makes you the asshole. It makes you the fucking asshole. I don't care what you people in my town or in my area or whatever on YouTube think. You can call me a loser, you can call me a lowlife, you can call me a hypocrite, you can call me whatever you please. I know who I am. I don't have to prove anything to anybody out there. And I know a lot of you people agree with me. I do appreciate the ones that actually do stand up for what they believe in. My good friend Eddie Lachey, for instance. He was a good friend of mine. He stands up for what he believes in. And people shun him down because they're idiots. Me, for instance, I support him through and through like he supports me. That's what friends do for each other. Friends are supportive of each other because they hold a bond between each other. No, it's not gay or whatever. Screw this shit. Who gives a shit what the mass media says about, oh, if you got a guy friend, you're queer. It's bullshit. What happened to the old times where you can hang out with a friend and not be ridiculed? What happened to the times when you can actually look at a woman and see into her soul and love her for what she's got in her heart? What happened to the times to where a man can walk down the street without being called a faggot? Honestly, times are changing for the worse. Times are changing for the worse because people think that they rule the universe. There's only one person that rules the universe, people. Only one. You might be a human being, you might be his creation, but it doesn't mean that you own anything. You don't own jack shit. Because if you own anything, you'd be the creator, wouldn't you? Honestly. Think about it. People degrade themselves because they feel it is their will and their power to get the most views on YouTube and in person that they can, to get the most popular votes as possible. Who cares what the person looks like? There's people on YouTube now that doesn't look halfway decent, that takes their shirts off and say, look at me, I'm Mr. Pregnant or something like that. Yeah, help Mr. Pregnant out. He's a good man. That doesn't mean you're going to have to degrade him because he finds his comedy is hilarious. His comedy is very well written. As much as my thoughts are well written in my mind. You have these epiphanies in life. When you have these epiphanies, you realize that you can achieve something. Instead of saying, hey, baby, come here, let me tap that ass. It don't work that way. I have never said that to a woman. Even though I have a good heart and everything, I do good things, I still get tread on. I still get shit on because the woman thinks that it's hilarious. The who are they always crying to when things don't go their way in their lives? But you know what? As a forgiving person that I am, I go out and I forgive them. Of course, I get hurt again, but what happens? You forgive and you forgive. Forgive without ceasing. Alright? Well, I'm going to close this out. And hopefully you guys are having a good week. It's Wednesday. And I hope everything goes well for you. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a comment below. And we'll get this thing rolling, people. Have a good one.